This is the first in a series of videos in which I talk about the Transneptunian object named Eris or Eris, depending on your preference. I prefer Eris because it happens to be transiting through Aries, and so it gets a little confusing when describing where it is. This is the symbol that is most often used when pointing to this planet. Its orbit is about twice as far out as Pluto. This shows it at 552. It's actually closer to 560 years to make a full turn around the Sun. But notice that when it transits through the Pisces, Aries, Taurus area, it takes much longer in each sign than it does in other signs. And for example, Aries, where it is now, entered in 1927, and it'll remain in Aries until 2048, 121 years. If we look later, we see that through Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, that's 126 years. So that whole section of the zodiac is equivalent in time to just the sign Aries. And what this does is, of course, it means the planet is moving very slowly. And if you try to assess the transits, you notice that it's parked in a spot for a long period of time. Now, if you happen to have planets there, then it's going to have an effect. But if you don't, then it won't, at least not on the transit level. Typically, the one way to get effects, look for effects astrologically, is to use solar arcs, because if you think about it in progressions, it also won't make any sense. It'll be in the same spot your whole life. But because a solar arc is approximately a degree per year, there you are able to see the effects of this planetoid. It was discovered January 5th, 2005. This is the chart for that day. And first I should say that Eris' claim to fame is that as a result of its discovery, Pluto was demoted from the planetary array. Turns out they're approximately the same size. In fact, according to astronomers, Eris weighs more, has more mass, but Pluto has slightly more diameter. A few miles. It's really very, very close. Both of them are only about the size of our moon, so they're not very large. But you notice that Eris was discovered at a time when it was forming, or rather it was part of a T-square, at least. Itself, Jupiter, and the Sun. And, that Saturn looks like you could include it too, and then you get a grand cross. And it's interesting because it was named Eris, and this is in the mythology, the goddess of discord. It's a female warrioress, and it points to a discordant energy. And in fact, at its discovery, you could say very easily, of course, that a T-square and certainly a grand cross point to the kind of discordant energy it can signify. I'll finish here by saying that this planetoid is quite a major player in the world drama, not just now, but especially now. The situation we're in, this planetoid is very important, as you will see in upcoming videos, both on a world level and for the United States of America, and for a number of personalities that have become very seriously affected by the transits of this particular planet.